Right now we are going to talk about another rudiment from the same family, the diddle family. And this one is called Paradiddle-diddle. Paradiddle-diddle does not alternate, and the name itself, hopefully it's a hint after you learn that para stands for two singles or two taps, right, left. And then you have diddle, diddle, right, right, left, left. Okay? So the ones that don't alternate, if you recall, I call them mono. You should be practice those starting with the right, but also starting with the left. And if you are a right-handed drummer, you should always double up the dose on the left side so that you can strengthen, your weaker limb. That's my suggestion to you. This paradiddle-diddle is, it's fun. For sure it could allow you to phrase in sextuplets at large, move around the set. It can get pretty choppy. I've seen and heard people that do amazing things that you go like, wow! And all it was a paradiddle-diddle. I think there's enough of that. So, I'm talking about flashing on the kit. The different twist that I was talking about before is done by taking that paradiddle-diddle, and one of the first steps, if you recall, was geography. Just move the limbs on the set. Now, when you do that, if you start in the basic position, you do that, or I did that, and I couldn't help to notice that the ride cymbal beat spells jazz, except that it feels backwards. It's not where it should be with 2 and 4. So in jazz, the main pulse, sort of the metronomic pulse of jazz, is not 1 and 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, but you really want to be focusing on the 2 and 4. You should know where it is. In fact, in most traditional jazz, the hi-hat on 2 and 4 makes the music hip and swinging. Now, of course, after you become experienced, you can get away with that, but you want to relate your phrasing in the beginning and your ideas to that, which is where people snap their fingers, or clap. Now, this is my iPhone app or iPad app, and I created for that reason something called the Groove Box. The Groove Box has patches of common styles. It's not a drum machine. It's not a metronome. Because, see, the metronome, first of all, the drum machines, we don't like those. We are the ones providing the beat. The metronome, yes, it tells you what the tempo is and guides you. It's very, very important. However, if you do skip a beat, or if you start a phrase in the wrong part of the beat, then you're going to be in troubles with the music. You're not going to be synced up with everybody else. So what I did with the Groove Box is, depending on the style, this is a tutor, something that reminds you, hey, if you're playing jazz, you should, know where your 2 and 4 is. So I've been using this with classical musicians that don't know anything about jazz, or with my students. The idea is just to set the Groove Box, and it gives you the 1, but when you become experienced, you want to get rid of that. So you deselect the 1, and you push play again, and you have a beautiful sound of hi-hat and 2 and 4. Okay? On this next example, it's very, very important that you start the paradiddle-diddle on beat 2. So this could become very handy. Okay? Just type my name, Sergio Bellotti, in the iTunes store and get yourself the free app called Sergio Bellotti. Make sure you count the loud or have the groove box helping you in identifying where the 2 and 4 is. You'll play that on the hi-hat. The bass drum will play quarter notes real soft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. The paradiddle-diddle starts on beat 2. 1, 2. Now, if you move that on the right cymbal, magically you hear this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1. So once you learn how to start the paradiddle-diddle on beat 2, and you move it on the between the right cymbal and the snare drum, you're really going to hear a very popular way of swinging the beat, you know, just a basic, standard, solid, all good ride beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, of course, it sounds a little bit like school now, but hey, that's the foundation. You got it from a rudiment, not even from a book. Okay, now I'm going to spice it up and add a little bit of the vocabulary of jazz, of music in general, dynamics, accents, this and that, a little bit of melodic bass drum. Let's start with melodic bass drum notes. You know, I'm going to improvise some melodies on the bass drum while the top stays the same. So I got a paradiddle-diddle starting on beat 2 on the ride and the bass drum improvising while this baby plays on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Same example faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are only a few steps on 2 rudiments. We will continue this series, and I just wanted to inspire you and apply all that knowledge you already have. You probably spent enough time on the pad learning your rudiments. I really want you to take it to the next level, from rudiments to music. See you soon, and thank you for visiting vicfirth.com. Thank you.